Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is Spencer hopping in here for another quick intro. As you know, this is session 7 in season 7 of our dive into Fantasy Flight Games, The Legend of the Five Rings, set in the land of the Rokugan. In this episode, Haruka, Victor, and Kikashi fight the dreaded Bog Hag. It is definitely not the father-daughter date that Haruka was expecting. If you have a game that you have made and you want us to test it, or you have a game that you love and you want to hear it in podcast, please send it our way. We love getting suggestions, and we love getting games from developers. We have tested quite a few games already from indie game developers that are available for purchase on DriveThruRPG, and these include The Flying Circus, A Cool and Lonely Courage, Power Outage, and Suited. Please check those out and support indie game developers. Also, do not forget to subscribe and rate our podcast and tell everybody you know about our podcast. Thank you so much to our patrons over the land of Patreon, Brad, Jules, Steven, and Sir Guy. You are the elasticity to our hairbands. Without you, we'd just be rope. And who wants that? Additionally, thank you so much to those who are listening to the guidance of the CDC and the WHO. Deaths around the world are continuing to rise as this pandemic continues to infect so many people. It's a modern-day tragedy, but it is something that you can help to slow down by wearing a mask, washing your hands, and social distancing. Please continue to foundations that are seeking equality and justice for everyone, including the Black Lives Matter movement and the Bail Project. These groups are contributing to a better and brighter future for everyone. Finally, for those who live in the United States, please register to vote and participate in government. In many circumstances, change that you want comes through politics and legislation, so do your part to make the world better by registering to vote, researching candidates and legislation, and supporting things that you believe in that are good. That's all I have. Let's get to the episode. I'm so cheap that I haven't bought a new phone or anything.
Hey, you know what? It's good to be thrifty if you don't really need it, right?
That's the thing. That's what I always remind myself. I'm like, would I rather buy that or save?
When I've had to buy a new phone, I got the 3A open box at Best Buy. As in, someone opened it and it had like a scratch on it and they didn't like that, so they took it back.
Not a bad idea.
You're like, that's for me. Thank
it's like,
you very much.
I will take your phone with a little scratch in the corner
and
I'll
raise
add
you
another
too.
scratch.
I'll just cover it up with a case. Look at that.
See, I won't even buy a case.
Oh, man, case is how I extend the life of the phone. The amount of times I drop the thing.
That's why mine's cracked.
Anyway, yeah, so I've been recording. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to episode 7 of season 7 of the Role Playing Guys. I am Nick, the GM for this season, and with me is Spencer playing Victor.
These intros are getting more and more depressing every episode.
Depressing?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's our pre-recording conversations, I guess.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, I didn't think the way that I've been introducing the episode has been any more depressing.
We should probably just clip it, like have one main clip that we just use every single episode.
Anyway, we also have Tyler playing the character Kikashi.
Omni Hasio.
What does that even mean?
That's hello.
Oh, okay.
Can anybody verify that?
I don't care.
You can't do it. You don't care? What?
And we also have Rebecca playing the character of Haruka.
Earlier, Victor was threatening my character's life. Now you're calling me by my dead father's name. Like, what did I do to you people?
Haruka. She's here, yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Okay, so Tyler, please enlighten us what happened last time.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So basically what happened is we were in the library and we saw some books, and then the books paper came out and they started giving us paper cuts.
Does anybody remember the show Arthur?
Yeah, the cartoon, the aardvark and all that?
Yeah, the aardvark show.
Totally.
Do you remember the musical episode?
Yes!
No.
The library one?
One day I went to the library. I found a book that was great. It was so good I could not put it down, even when it got very late. That night I
that
had
must
a
have touched your
scary
soul.
dream.
Yeah, like in his dream, he's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and,
And
stuff
I
like that.
was Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde.
What the? I'm gonna look this up later.
Yeah,
And
Like
then-
the whole episode was just like everyone just like having fun in a library. In fact, the
That
signature
wasn't all the
song.
library.
Well,
Only nerds do that.
the song besides the Jekyll and Hyde one, the other song I remember is where they're like, having fun isn't hard when you got a library card.
Who's Dewey?
Hey,
and then
this
they're
is
like-
my recap. You guys
And they're
all
like,
put
don't
that-
forget that Dewey Decimal System is your friend. And DW is all like, who's Dewey? Anyway,
Back on target.
yeah, please. Was there anything
Yeah,
else?
excuse.
There was a lot.
So we fought an origami monster, and Victor tried to jump off a one-story ledge and almost killed himself. And then we fought it for a little bit, caught it on fire, and then we won. And then we're like, where the fetch is Haruka's dad? He left. And then we camped out for a bit, and then he came back and was like, guess what? I'm going to kill you guys. And we're like, no, you're not. And then that's where we are.
Cool.
We got a full rest.
Yes.
Yeah. I think last episode I forgot the fact that Kikashi had a book stuck to his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What,
Not important.
Does Kikashi want to do anything about that during the rest or during whatever? Like anything at all?
Yeah, I'll peel it off my hand.
Okay. You will suffer 1 strife and
5 damage.
As I
add-
blame
add-
myself.
add 2 fatigue and 1 strife.
Oh, thanks, Spencer.
Sorry.
Jeez. Really screwed the pooch there.
Oh.
It was going to just be 1 strife, and then he gives me...
Classic dog humor.
But yeah, so quote unquote Hiraku, or actually a Bog Hag disguised as Hiraku, was basically saying,
Spoilers.
like that he's grateful that he was able to lead you guys all the way out here and everything. Especially since you seem to be one of the big obstacles getting in the way of a truly effective assault, or truly helping the Shadowlands just like defeat the Crab Clan, with the Crab Clan going on the offensive, which they realistically can't do.
I honestly didn't think I was that good, so I'm very flattered that he'd say that.
Yeah, a couple of tier 1 characters.
Tier 2.
You know,
Recently
rank
tier
2.
2.
Rank 2. I mean, you know what? Yeah. You just found favor with the daimyo a lot, but early. Anyway,
Favor as in going to tier 3.
it depends on if you get enough experience. But you know what? I might. We'll see.
Fight!
But yeah, we're doing a skirmish scene
I smack
Again?
him in the toodles.
All
again.
right.
Yeah.
I love them skirmishes.
Unless there was something you guys. So basically, they're preparing to do a skirmish against you.
Yep.
That is a tactics check for everybody.
Oh, we're getting right into it. That's the way. I like it.
I need to roll dice for the Bog Hag first. Oh, that's terrible.
Time for some hot rolls. Ooh, baby.
Okay.
I got 1 success with 2 opportunities. Much
Oh,
better
crap.
than my 0.
You know what helps? When you don't roll the dice into the other dice.
Yeah, honey, what are you doing that for?
Dang it,
That's
that was
bad
really
karma.
good too.
You gotta mix them. Mix it
Bad
up.
karma.
That's a little less.
Diversify.
ideal.
Integrate.
So
Bring the dice together now.
I got 2 explosive successes and an opportunity.
Jeez.
The
So
thing
we got
about
2 successes for Kikashi, 2 and perhaps more for Haruka.
the thing is, you only need 1 to be considered a success on this. So I am
Yes,
taking
but
1.
the
and
order
avoiding
is
Das
Oh.
Streifenkopf.
Yeah, but the more you get, the faster you is.
actually. Wait a minute.
Well, I figure since we're kind of a party, we can probably allow the others to go first, just because we nice.
Oh, also, I just realized with determining initiative values, we've also been kind of doing this wrong. So if the character is ready for the conflict, you use your focus attribute. If you're unprepared, use your vigilance attribute. Then if you succeed on your attribute check, you add 1 to your base initiative value plus an additional amount equal to your bonus successes. So let's do that. So in this case, I'm going to say you each were prepared, right? You expected some kind of battle to happen. So look at your focus. So if you got at least 1 success, that means look at your focus value and add 1 to it. If you got more than 1 success, add the bonus successes to that number.
I'm 5 focused.
I'm at 5. I'm less honorable, so I go first.
And what about Victor?
Oh, I focus 5 hard.
I'm guessing you're less honorable than me too.
I don't know. And we add our successes to that, right? So I got 6 total.
Oh,
well
Victor's
then.
up first.
So Victor and then Kikashi and then Haruka. However, the Bog Hag got a total of 11 for their initiative value.
What?
Bog Hag sucks.
Get out of here, nerd. Nerd hag.
Nice.
Here, can we keep the
Got
dice up
Where'd you get
here?
those clothes?
Here, actually, I don't
The
need
toilet
this page.
store?
Yeah,
Look,
because
you
they
have to turn the
stink.
page.
Well, I don't think I'll need to.
Okay, if you say so.
Anyway, so the Bog Hag is going to go up to Haruka and slice with talons.
Great.
It's kind of a Priepus.
Oh, he is a Crebus Jeebus.
A Priepus Jeebus.
And 4. All right. So with the talons, that is, they needed 2, and they got 2 bonus successes, which means the damage is going to be 6.
Ooh.
So yeah, with twisted talons.
So 5 damage. Is that physical damage or supernatural?
That was physical damage.
Okay. This is not good, guys. This is not good at all.
Okay. So next is Victor.
I'm considering this
And what is
I'm
this?
a challenge. I'm considering challenging him.
Oh.
Because the last guy that I did that to, I got crushed by. But this person, I think I might have a chance. But in the last episode, Ty, you said you did a theology check on them, and they regenerate, right? They heal themselves?
Yes.
So here's how regeneration
radiance,
works in this one.
Like light damage.
Yeah, so and again, this is a bit of meta knowledge, but because you rolled high enough, I'll give you this little bit. It's essentially removing either the lightly injured or a severely injured condition.
I'm really going back and forth on this. Do I want to challenge
Yeah,
this
so of course, obviously, the big disadvantage with doing it against a Bushi skeleton was the fact that the Bushi skeleton had infinite composure, right?
Yeah.
I won't say what the composure of the Bog Hag is, but a Bog Hag is certainly not undead.
Should I do it? What do you guys think? Should I do it?
Well, the thing is, I was gonna use my essence of jade to make all of our weapons inflict sacred damage or gain the sacred quality.
You could still do that after he issues the challenge. Once he issues the challenge, that just means he and the Bog Hag go at the end of the round.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Then. Oh, yeah. If you feel confident that you can take this bro on one mano y mano.
So even though
I say we just wail on.
Even though I'm tainted, I can still use that, right?
Yes.
Still use.
I'm looking over that right now.
While the effect persists, all damage inflicted in this area has the sacred quality. So I'm assuming his claws would also be sacred potentially. So it might suck for you, but I mean, for me and Haruka, that would be pretty solid.
It doesn't look like I have any
There's
issues
no
with
mechanical
that
aversion to sacred things with those who are tainted.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Great.
Okay, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a round and see what everybody, if we can inflict some damage on it, and then next round I'll issue Ye Old Challenge.
Okay.
So as of now, I'm gonna say, okay, that was not cool, and I'm gonna walk up or run up behind him and swing at his legs to try and like buckle him at the knees. So that is going to be, I'm going to be in the fire stance. Gonna use all of my dice skis because Papa leveled up in his rings. I lost one. I'll be back.
While he's going after his dice, did we establish that the Bog Hag is an otherworldly being?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is an otherworldly tainted being.
Okay, good. Good to know. Good to know.
Cool. So since I was in the fire stance, I got 2 successes and exploding success with a strife. So that would be 4 total successes that I'm keeping.
Okay.
And since I'm striking with my war club again, that will do 5 damage as I smack him right in the knees, back of the knees, to see if I can't bend him, like Flubber. Or, no, Flubber doesn't bend.
He jiggles.
Bend him like Beckham.
Alright. So, again, you did 5 damage, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. See their defense. Okay.
It's 0.
No, it's more than 0.
It's -8.
He takes damage.
Does it look like he's affected by that hit? Am I able to tell that?
Yeah, you did some damage.
Cool.
So,
Or is he too beefy?
Because with our paperboy, he was able to take it like a real schmuck.
yeah. The Kyorinrin's defense armor was a bit higher. You need 7 to deal any damage to it, but then also its resistance against fire was 0s, which balanced it out. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Whoever's next is next. I
That
yield
is,
my time.
That is
Kikashi.
Kikashi. Yeah.
That's me, Kikashi. All right. I'm going to use my new invocation called Essence of Jade. The Shugenja takes a pinch of jade powder and sprinkles it in a pentagram symbolizing harmony of the 5 elements on the world, recalling the spirits of the land to their rightful place to provide a bulwark against the forces of evil. So I got 2 successes and an opportunity. So if I succeed, you purify the area and remove the defiled terrain quality from the area that extends a number of range bands around the target. Since we're all up close and personal, not too upset. This persists for 1 round plus additional rounds. So it's only going to really go for 1 round plus additional rounds equal to... So it's only going to go for 1 round for all of us.
Make it count.
But your weapons all have the sacred qualities. So that is the Bog Hag's weakness that I know of. So I pull out my little pack of jade powder and I just do the little like salt sprinkle, like that one guy who's just salting that meat. Just a little crane neck of my arm. And just sprinkle it on the ground and it purifies it. And I think that's my action. That's all I can really do. So,
Okay.
but you guys, all sacred.
Okay, so I'm actually going to use Bind the Shadow, which is a rank 2 invocation. When confronting a tainted being, the Shugenja can call forth the pure spirit of a small, sanctified object to weaken or even paralyze the monster.
Nice.
So, we shall see how this goes. So, I'm going to make an Earth theology check. Yay! Keep you 3. Oh, I love life. Yeah, why not? So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Oh, wow.
Oof. Nice.
Which means, let me add to my strife. Okay, so I needed 3 to pass. And so if I'm successful, a jade light smites and purifies the target. So he needs to make a fitness check.
He's been working on his fitness. Spencer's his witness.
I'm his witness.
He makes them bags go black, black.
Are we fighting
And
Apple
what
Diab?
stance?
No. No, we're fighting Fergie. That first though.
Got 4 successes.
What stance?
Jeez.
What stance?
Air.
Okay, so he passes.
Ah, that Prapus.
Oh well. Too bad.
Next time.
And next is Kikashi.
I already went, so it's probably back up to Victor.
Yeah. We're back up to the top.
Hag.
Yeah.
The Bog Boy.
There's a term that I came across. I'm trying to figure out.
Now,
what it
Nick,
means.
the other thing I found for the term of sacred items, it says when an otherworldly being makes an attack or an intrigue action, check targeting the wearer of one or more sacred items, increase the TN by 1. So since everyone is using sacred weapons, technically the TNs for his attacks would increase by 1 that he'd need to hit.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's a lot better than I thought. I was kind of impressed.
I'm bummed. It would have been really cool if he had failed that.
Well, you can just cast it again, because I know your Earth stance is pretty solid, so.
Yeah. It still would have been really cool if he had failed it. Because then they're immobilized and silenced.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That probably would have been good, since he probably gonna do that magic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. The Bog Hag is going to use a support action to use a Maho technique.
Oh no.
First Mahu.
So they channel their inner corruption into their skin so that their touch becomes contagious. Anyone or anything they touch will be assailed by the foul influence of the Shadowlands, which seeks any gap in their spiritual fortitude that it can grasp. So, I need to make a theology check here. And I'm using the Ring of Fire.
Ha, joke's on him. I'm already tainted.
This actually gives something else besides taint.
It gives you shadow aids.
No, you gotta roll it.
Not shadow
I did.
AIDS.
I'm trying.
That's
like,
almost
it's
as
an
bad
awkward
as
position
shadow
for me.
gonorrhea.
Shadow migraines? Oh no.
It succeeded. So that means this Bog Hag is able to augment their touch with a corrupting influence. Anyone whose skin they touch, including when they make a melee attack with their talons or bite or something, is cursed. Then you'll need to make a check or suffer fatigue equal to your shortfall and suffer the afflicted condition until the end of the scene. Now, I was looking up what shortfall means. It's the opposite of bonus successes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Didn't realize that. So the shortfall is basically the leftovers of when you did not succeed. In
Sorry,
something.
it's all those finance and economic classes.
It's not a term I'm familiar with. But anyway, that was the Bog Hag's turn.
Really?
Doing that. What?
Really?
Yeah. Shortfall?
Yeah, that's new to you?
I've never heard it, so.
Yeah.
He's got a
Really?
15-book shortfall
I
in the
not
library.
Not all of us take accounting or finance
I just never
classes.
realized that was a thing that most people didn't know.
I'm gonna stay in the fire stance and make another attack on him. Lucky for
Okay.
me, I have the Shadowland measles vaccination. I'm not an idiot who doesn't believe in science and is cruel enough to believe the lies out there.
Now, Kikashi uses essential oils, so he's in trouble. Oh gosh, count it up.
Is that how you work?
Count them
Is that how you are at your
beans. Count them
desk,
beans.
Spencer? You just kind of like you make those hand movements and everything, and what?
Yeah, I act like I'm doing math. That's how I do it. That's how I'm on all my conference calls.
That's a good sound.
Okay, so I got success, and strife. So 3 successes, exploding success, another success, and an opportunity on that. So that would be 3 plus 2 is 5 successes plus an opportunity that I will use in the following way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, with my opportunity, I'm going to use the example provided in the book on page 328. and it is choose another character in the scene, increase the TN of the next check they make before the end of their next turn by 1 if it does not target me. So,
Okay.
Yes.
he doesn't know that. You can't use that meta. Got it? I know that I don't follow that rule, but you can't cheat. You're bound
Nick,
by the
you're
rule.
You're better than us.
You're better
The
than me.
GM cheat? What?
Also, so since I got 5 successes, that's 3 over the amount. So I got 5 damage typical plus my 3 extra successes is a total of 8 damage that I'm doing with this. And again, I'm Barry Bondsing this boy's knees.
You deal a good chunk of damage to the Bog Hag.
Go down.
And now
Not like that.
we're on to Kikashi, right?
It's me, Kikashi. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna just keep pumping out this jade, just like sprinkling it just all over the floor.
He just dances in circles around.
I'm just doing like this the Carlton, just like.
I don't know that I've ever seen Carlton Banks do that dance, but
Okay. So I did a lot better this time. I got the 3 successes, which is enough to do it, but I got 2 opportunities. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit here. I can't give everyone sacred traits, but what I can do is while the effects persist, the terrain gains the hollowed earth terrain quality. So I pulled that up, and what happens is within hollow terrain, a character reduces the checks of their meditation and theology checks while using rings by 1. So that will make your spells easier to cast, Rebecca, which is a big plus. Tainted beings increase the TN of their checks to resist effects by 1 or 2 if they're using the specified rings. So I know that sucks for your character, Spencer. I don't know that he is a tainted being, but it will reduce his effects to resist your spell, Rebecca, by 1 or 2. It just says tainted beings increase the TN of their checks to resist effects by 1 or 2 if they're using the specified ring. So I guess if he's using earth, then it would probably be a 2, and if anything else, it's probably a 1. That's my guess. So, boom.
Cool.
That's what I'd do.
I'm going to try and find the shadow again and hope he rolls poorly and I roll well.
Well, he's going to take a -1 to that. So, and then you're going to get a +1. So, I mean, that's great.
Yay, I got opportunity this time.
So your spell would be 2 to cast, which would give you a ton more extra successes, which I'm hoping.
Well, actually, it's opportunities that are helpful, but that's okay. Okay, so I succeeded on my check again. So he needs to make a fitness check.
And then this is going to be at a minus. If he's using earth, then it's going to be a -2. If it's something else, it'll be a 1.
do you get to decide what the specified ring is?
I think it's just what the spell's based off of. It doesn't say I get to choose, so I think it's just what magic source you're
track
using.
Of his strife? It doesn't take strife, does he? I
Probably
hate
not.
things that don't take strife. It sucks.
Anyway, 5 successes.
Okay,
And
we just
what
gotta
ring
wail
was it?
on him.
It was air.
You remember that scene in Monsters, Inc.? At the end of the movie when they're just beating up Randall? That's kind of what I imagine what we gotta do.
Wait.
We're trying all these magical things, not working.
Wait, it was
we just
5.
gotta cut them up.
Wait, what were the 2 effects that he has?
All right, so your theology checks are reduced or increased by 1, or reduced by 1, I guess.
Okay. One easier.
His are increased by 1.
His are 1 harder. And then what was Spencer's?
Mine say that increase the TN of their next check they make before the end of their next turn by
That was
1.
a check. So that increased 2, plus I'll use my 2 opportunities to increase it by 1. Nope, that's still freaking 5. Freaking air stance.
That's cheat codes. I vote it.
That's what I use, so I understand this.
All these. All these bonuses don't amount to a hill of beans.
Well, it kind of does, because it's working. I don't know about you.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
So much sadness. Alright, Hag. Come on, Hag.
Come on, Hag.
Alright.
You dirtbag.
So, let's see. Which one is the Bog Hag going to attack? Let's see. The last one the Bog Hag attacked was, well, I guess Haruka, right? You do the same thing. Except this time there's a potential for being cursed.
Great.
Guys, did you have a marital dispute before this? No. Big space. He's serial. He's very serial. Oops, not Siri. No.
Hey, Siri.
Get the heck out of here.
Hey, Siri.
Roll it over there.
How long does it take to get to the moon?
Hey, Siri. How long does it take to get to the moon?
Here's what I found from wikipedia.org.
2 to 3
The lunar voyage
days.
takes between 2 and 3 days.
Hey, Siri,
go.
does it just matter who's driving?
Hey, Siri.
Technically,
how long
gravity's
does the-
driving.
Well, if it's gravity, we know that we don't want George Clooney or Jennifer Aniston with us.
Oh, dear.
Oh, gosh. Please, no more. No more. No
All right, so first of all, that is
I hate you so much.
I think
9
Victor was
damage.
right. He called it. Spencer called it. She's going to die.
Yeah. Thank you, Spencer.
9 damage.
What kind of
Oh,
damage?
Physical.
my gosh.
9
Okay, well
damage.
that's almost my entire endurance right there.
And you don't have any
you
armor?
No, I'm a freaking whatever it's called.
You probably have like sanctified robes, which is like a 1.
It's exactly a 1.
Oh, wait. Is yours does yours have supernatural?
Yes.
Does that work?
Apparently no.
This is physical damage.
I think supernatural should negate his AIDS.
As we all know, AIDS is definitely a heavenly disease.
Oh my gosh.
The most holy
Hey,
of
you
holy
killed me,
viruses
thank you.
you can get.
You're not outright dead.
Oh man. Oh man. Here we go.
See, if their fatigue exceeds their endurance, you suffer the incapacitated condition. Haruka's not dead, she's just incapacitated.
She's
Which
just
means
mostly
you cannot
dead.
perform actions that require checks and cannot defend against damage.
He could
What
just finish her,
action? So I can't do anything really.
basically.
That is what incapacitated usually means, yeah, it's pretty
Is
bad.
there a way to fix it?
An incapacitated character removes this condition when their fatigue is reduced to a value lower than or equal to their endurance.
Great. Yep, I'm dead.
So considering what this is as a bog hag and what it does, I don't think that her being dead is an overstatement. I would imagine that it would continue to pursue its prey until it could, harvest its skin.
No, unless there's a separate target that's distracting him from doing that. So
Yeah, harvesting skin is a process.
Nick, how much skin have you harvested? Let me tell you.
Clarice.
I certainly haven't. I mean, I don't know much about hunting, but I'm assuming that skinning an animal is not a quick process.
He should have been like, I'm having an old friend for dinner.
Anyway, but see, I'm just concerned that if we don't do something to really stop this guy, is he looking like bloodied at all, or is he just still looking fresh as a daisy?
Oh, so regarding like his fatigue or whatever, he does look more worn down now. Like especially when whoever you did the 8 damage or whatever, that was actually
that's
quite
nice.
huge.
See, I'm considering the only thing is, like, since I only have one arm, doing any sort of grapple I would be disadvantaged at. I wouldn't have
Right.
the ability to do that very well. So I don't think doing that makes a lot of sense from that perspective. So I think I'm just gonna continue to try and hit this guy. As I remain in the fire stance, I'm going to strike, as
Okay.
one does. Thank you, Doctor. I'll have another.
And another one.
Okay, so that was...
And another one. DJ Khaled.
And another... DJ Khaled.
We the best.
Sorry, I'm trying to do math here, and that's not an easy thing. I'm taking 4 strife on this to be able to do it, but I got some successes. With that, I got 4 successes to match the 4 strife. So that would be a total of 8 successes again. So that would be, again, getting over the 2 required by 6, right? So that would be 11 damage that I'm doing as I hit this.
Yeah.
So I say, no! And I hit. That's
You
it.
push the no button there. Yeah, so the Bog Hag is now has the incapacitated condition.
And I bow deeply.
So
do you do the samurai slash with your club where you like run through and then you like
And just remain down.
Yeah. It slashes
explosion
through his
behind
body with a club.
And then like 5 frames later his body just slides off. And then I'm still in that pose, and then I stand up.
Yes.
And I sheathe my war club.
So it is now Kakashi's turn. Someone who's incapacitated means they can't defend against damage, which means any attack on them will be a critical strike.
Well, I'm going to end this whole man's career because I got 4 successes with 2 strife.
What are you using?
My katana, so it's going to double the deadliness of
What stance are you in?
Air stance.
But you still have a book hand. Are you able to double hand that?
No, I peeled it off, remember?
Oh,
I peeled it
you
off and I
peeled
took
it.
the damage.
You're a peeler.
So I'm using 2 hand. Deadliness is 5 plus 2
7.
for being 2-handed, so 7. Double that's 14.
Wait, it's doubled. How's the deadliness doubled again?
Because he's unconscious.
Well, the whole doubled thing is like that was for a duel.
Wait, so then it's just going to be 7 then. Because you said something about him being like unconscious doubles the deadliness.
Yeah. Well, did I say?
Or no, it does a critical. It does a critical.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It allows you to make it critical, and then that's why we're calculating the severity of it.
Okay, yeah, then it's just 7.
My bad. I don't know how crits work because I don't do it. Incapacitated. Yeah, you do. You just both of you just come in and mop up after I do all the damage.
True.
Fitness
that.
check. So instead of 7, the severity is 5. Debilitating gash. The hit is agonizing, cutting a deep furrow in the flesh or splitting muscle and fracturing bone. The character will likely need time to recover fully. They suffer the severely wounded condition for the ring they used for their check to resist. If the attack had a razor edge quality, the character also suffers the bleeding condition.
Which he is now bleeding.
The bleeding condition is great because when a bleeding character makes a check, they suffer physical damage equal to the stripe symbols on the kept dice, ignoring their resistance. Each time damage inflicted in this way, the character causes the character to suffer a critical strike. The severity of the critical strike is treated as being equal to the character's current fatigue.
Yeah, which is quite a lot. All right. So the Bog Hag is incapacitated. We're back to Victor.
Victor, finish him.
See, this is where I almost take issue with the game because I feel like I would just like bend over him and take out my knife and just like slice his throat, and that would kind of be the end of it because he's incapacitated. Seems like it would just be like there wouldn't be a check. It would just be like a credit card here, you know? I don't make a check when I do that. Charge it.
It could be that we're reading some of these wrong, but yeah, that is odd. If someone's incapacitated, there doesn't seem to be a way to like kill them instantly unless you have a very strong weapon or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. Because I was like, man, I'm like, this guy's just like passed out. I'm probably just gonna chop his head off, like pull a Nephi on him.
That's a deep cut.
Let's see. Incapacitated.
Oh, actually, here's the thing. So incapacitated, after they suffer a critical strike, they suffer the unconscious condition in addition to any other effects. And that means that increase the severity of any critical strike this character suffers by 10.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
So
if someone's incapacitated, so what incapacitated actually means is like they're like so tired, they're so worn out, they're so fatigued that they're not able to move quickly enough, and so they're still standing up and alive. But then you do another hit, and that can knock that. You made the Bog Hag unconscious now, and now that the Bog Hag is unconscious, that is when Victor can do the killing blow. Because
so this is what happens. I do the samurai strike. I slice through him, and then he kind of kneels down on the ground, like holding his gashing stomach that's bleeding. And then this is when Victor has the opening to strike.
Yep.
And
so if you want to roll through it, you are welcome to. But the critical strike will at least be a severity of 10 plus the deadliness of your weapon.
Plus plus the bleeding condition, right?
Plus the bleeding condition. Yeah.
Okay, so
which is actually pretty much certain death. But if you want to go through it,
so what I'm gonna do is, if I have time and you allow me to do this, I will put away my war club and pull out my knife. That's just like this little dinky thing, and just like
I wanted just baseball club T-ball.
No, come on, man! I'm not the bear Jew. I'm not gonna do that. Inglorious Bastards. I'm just gonna walk up to him and just just like poke him with it.
Okay.
If that's what Victor did.
And the deadliness of the dagger would be what?
4.
So
that
is 14. There's still a fitness
Agonizing death.
Oh, I got 3 successes, so I get 1 bonus damage on that. But that doesn't matter. Never mind.
It's pretty much instant death. Yeah, because of the bleeding.
Was it agonizing though?
No. Actually, it was instant.
Jeez, how do you do it with the knife though?
I just walk up to him, like I said, and it's more of like I'm not really stabbing him with him. I'm just more pushing him over because you've already done all the damage that was necessary to kill him. I was just the guy that actually like tipped him.
Did everything.
So. That's what it was.
So as soon as you do that, the skin that the Bog Hag was wearing melts off, and you see the interior. Bog Hags are pictured on page 319 in the book. You can see it was actually a she. She was able to mimic Hiraku very well.
They're beautiful. So,
anyway. Yeah.
Well, I can't really do anything with this. Do you want to save Haruka or something? I can't really do anything with this. So, that's kind of up to you.
I do have medicine. I do have a medicine skill. Do I know what that does? No idea. Let's look.
You mean save Haruka?
Yeah, that's what.
What are they?
Save Haruka.
Whoever it is.
So, as you guys catch your breath, you are able to reduce your fatigue to half of your endurance rounded up.
Didn't take any.
So that means...
So...
I'm at 0.
Your fatigue is now 5.
Yay.
I'm just reading through the medicine skill. So there's 2 ways you can use the medicine skill. There's the first aid action, and there's the treatment action, which is a downtime one. I would assume we'd have downtime now that we killed the hag. So
yeah, you're pretty much at downtime now.
Treat. The only problem is my water ring is iffy. Okay. So while quick action in the field can get a character back on the feet, long-term care is important. As a downtime activity, a character make a medicine water check targeting a character in the scene. The healer succeeds, the target moves with fatigue equal to the healer's water ring plus the bonus successes. The healer may spend opportunity to affect 1 additional target per spent opportunity. Okay, cool. Let's do this. So water is iffy. It's a 2. But my medicine is also a 2. So that's kind of good. So let's see how this goes.
What page was that?
Oh, not 157. Got an nice double explosive successes. So this is good. I'm going to take a little bit of strife though. Okay, so I'm going to do. I have 4 successes, and then I have 2 strife. So I'm going to be pretty stressed out right now. So that means she's going to get 4 hit points back, or 4 endurance points back.
Is she suffering from the afflicted or cursed because she was touched by not an angel, but a bog hag?
Wait, so what do I get?
There's a
You get 4 hit points back. I don't know if that brings you back up to.
So because of the
Maho
Maho that the Bog Hag was doing, Hiraku needs Haruka. Sorry, Haruka.
Guys. Yeah.
It's not our fault that you chose your name.
Haruka needs to. Haruka is cursed. You need to make a fitness or meditation check.
Who, me or her?
Which ring are you using?
Earth. That's not great.
Well, I have an ability to remove the afflicted condition, so if you do get that, then I can use that.
I got 2 successes and 2 opportunities.
Okay, so you succeeded.
Oh, good.
Nice.
So anyway, it's like the scene in which that happened is over anyway. So the curse is gone. You would have suffered more fatigue if you had failed, as well as the afflicted condition.
But I can heal that.
Well, she doesn't have it, so.
I know, if you did.
Right.
All right,
So after you guys take
kind of up.
After you guys take a bit of a rest, you hear a set of footsteps, several people walking in your direction, or several creatures.
For crying out loud!
I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, I'm with him. I'm hiding.
I'm gonna remain seated.
Okay. So Kikashi and Haruka fetch. Kikashi and Haruka hide in the trees and the bushes, and a few moments, and as Victor sits there, maybe meditating or drinking tea or whatever, maybe telling himself a story. I don't know. The owners of the footsteps come up, and it is a group of half a dozen Crab Clan warriors.
Ooh, interesting.
And they look at you and they say, "Oh, Victor, glad that we found you. But where was the rest of your cohorts?"
I killed them and then I ate them.
Oh gosh, what has the Shadowlands done to you?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know where they went. They ran off. They I mean, as
They
you
ran
can see.
off.
Well, they
Ran
didn't
off.
run off. They went and
I'll
hid.
pop out, I guess, now.
We all
Okay.
come out.
Ran off.
We
Yeah,
thought you were
ran
going
off.
to be evil people.
I mean, I don't know if they should be the Crab Clan or the Chicken Clan.
Technically, I'm not in the Crab Clan, so...
That's right. You're in the Chicken Clan.
Yeah, Chicken Clan.
Falcon? Falcon?
Chicken.
Anyway, so the half a dozen Bushi, they said you guys have been gone for over a week, actually, for over a week.
That's relativity.
And they were concerned. They were concerned about you, and they're concerned about Hiraku as well. So they came out looking for you guys to see how the scouting mission was going. And so then they asked where Hiraku is.
We don't know where Haruka is, but we know where Bog Hag is.
Well, yeah. So they see the Bog Hag body there.
Yeah, do you want to see something super nasty? Look at all this melted flesh around its face. Yeah, that's a Hiraku's flesh. This Bog Hag, so what it does is it kills people takes their flesh, puts it on their face like this. And then they infiltrate places like the palace. Good job, guys.
Well, that was it. That was also one of the main reasons why we came out here. We realized that Kayuka was in fact a Bog Hag, and so we were able to. Well, the one who was pretending to be Kayuka was in fact a Bog Hag herself. So we were able to best her, and then we were concerned that you were. Well, we assumed the worst might have happened, but we came out here to make sure you were all right and to make sure that the fake Haruka didn't come back. So I guess now we are grateful that that's not happening.
Yeah,
It's a very good point.
The inner council. Hopefully, you didn't launch the offensive already.
Well, not quite yet, but those who are keeping watch on the wall have noted some concerning things. Movement and a lot more trees moving, a lot of movement and sound in the distance, slowly marching towards the wall.
Oh, dear Lord, please tell me that Cart and Kikashi are still okay.
What?
The rowers. Who else? How else did you get here?
Yeah. So the army is if it is an army of the Shadowlands, they're still a ways away. But if your mission out here in the Shadowlands has not been completed, we will accompany you and make haste as much as possible. If it has, however, we should go quickly back to the wall.
It's a little iffy. Maybe we should just get everybody in here and just like scour the library to get some better info, because
we don't have anything.
I didn't get anything. We don't have anything. So if we get 16 plus more people working on this together, then we might lose a few to books. Like some books might get attached to people, but at least we'll get some more info.
I mean, I'm also kind of interested in the little village that apparently exists around here.
That's true. There is that village.
But, I mean, we're getting away from the point. You didn't answer. Is Cart and Kikashi, are they okay?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, that's all you had to say.
Man,
and anyway, they said, village? Was there a village you were hoping to explore? What's going on with that?
You know, some spirit that I communed with was saying there's some kind of village over this way. He doesn't really know who lives there. I don't know who lives there. I don't know if any of you guys know, but just a quick question, Nick. Is this the village that was kind of like pointed out to me when I was on top of the wall? Like I had some kind of gut feeling that I needed to go there?
It is quite possible. Saying much more than that would probably be a bit meta, but likely.
Is it kind of the same direction though?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, that's kind of more if I was wondering. So
the other soldiers are thinking, well, if there might be more valuable information there, then we could visit that village, and we will accompany you and make sure you're all right, and that we all get back safely. And actually, there's one other of the Bushi that kind of pipes up and says, I think I remember something like this. So there are villages out there, and several smaller ones. This is probably one of the bigger ones of a tribe of inhuman people. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they could possibly be, but they have a village and they have society.
Wait.
What?
Are they... Where is it? What is their names? Where is it? Are they Nezumis?
Nezumis! Yeah!
Oh my
that's
gosh!
it!
Yeah, we're investigating the city. Let's go. You guys, go in the library, find any info.
Are you talking to the soldiers?
Haruka, should we go back into the library to see if we can find anything else? Or should we go and explore this village of Nezumi, which we could potentially get some allies to fight the Shadowland army, which seems to be coming to our doorstep?
I feel like... Have we exhausted... I feel like we've pretty much exhausted the library, haven't we?
I mean...
Like, for
most
easy pickings.
Yeah, most of the rest of the stuff that you had been finding there were stuff that wasn't helpful to you guys. A lot of books on Maho techniques, for example, or other things that you guys... Or a lot of the books, actually, also you could not, understand. Like, there are in other tongues.
I think the Nezumi would be a better option.
Okay. Victor?
I mean,
Can I burn the Bog Hag?
Yeah.
I guess that's what we're doing now? I don't know.
Just so you guys know, I am an honorary member of some of the Nezumi tribes. So they might let us into their warrens, just maybe.
Okay. Well, while you're discussing that, I'm burning the body.
So, Tyler, would you like to, as Kikashi, would you like to explain to the rest of the class what Kikashi knows about Nezumi?
Yeah, so my instructor told me that basically Nezumis are small rat humanoid creatures that they live in the Shadowlands or underneath the wall, actually, in warrens and tunnels. And they are generally good creatures. They have an innate ability to avoid the taint of the Shadowlands. So they, depending on which tribe it is, some are more militaristic and barbaric, while some are a little bit more friendly. So it could depend on which group we're going to. But that's kind of the gist of it. They are good allies and sometimes allies of the Crab Clan. At least they defend the tunnels that go underneath the wall. But I can kind of speak their language a little bit. I know the basics.
Prove it.
So yeah, there you go. And also, I'm going to see if I can share with you guys.
So yeah, there you go.
A fun, nice image of. So you guys start walking. After the Bog Hag is burned, was there anything else you wanted to do here?
I don't know. This is your dad. Do you want to have a little ceremony for him, or?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna burn his body, say a few words over it, and then, of course, the whole to Edison aside to the Bog Hag. It's gonna be my name is Haruka Kuni. You killed my father. May you rot for eternity.
Yeah,
there
curse
you
him.
go.
Curse him. I didn't know Haruka, but based off how his flesh spoke, he seemed like a fairly nice person.
I don't know if I'd say...
So.
I don't know if I'd say nice per se, but he was an honorable man.
His death shall not be in vain.
I don't know.
We should have probably questioned him. Probably should have questioned the Bog Hag. Get some closure, but we didn't.
I don't think that he was going to... I guess she was going to give us much information that would be useful.
That's true, too. Well, hindsight is 20/20.
All right. So you guys start walking with the other Crab Clan warriors, and you walk in the direction of the village. And after a few hours of trekking through the Shadowlands, you see something that looks like this. I included an image in the chat, which is probably an image that you could use for trailers or something if you wanted.
I shall.
Wow.
So anyway, for Rebecca's benefit, here's the image.
That's
They're all
fantastic.
just chilling around.
And we will conclude with you guys just entering the boundaries of this village.
Whew.
Hey, this is Cameron here from the podcast Bad Rad Movies.
Necropodicon. Hard to pronounce, easy to listen.
I'm having a marvelous day.
Dun, da, 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 da.